right, man. So Bob Arum says that they have to reduce the pay-per-view price or, subsidize. Basically find somebody to put the money up for the fight for Crawford and Spence to happen. Let's talk about it. I really didn't get to dig in this like I wanted to yesterday, man. So obviously he right, and I got another video coming. Maybe I say for the live stream tonight. I'm probably starting next week. I'm going in the morning, so you probably gonna start like kind of seeing a little bit of content shift maybe. But my live stream should be around the same time. Most nights, maybe a little bit later. So yeah, I got 2 opportunities to go on first shift, so I don't know which one I'm gonna take. I got an idea, but you can see their benefit packages and all that type of stuff. But nonetheless, trying to see. Take 7 more. But yeah, obviously, he might be right. And I got a real interesting video coming. I ain't even gonna get no hints, and it's gonna be crazy, But it's obviously could be a, it obviously could be an alternative, to this problem. But I mean, obviously he know more than me, and obviously he know more than Al Heyman and Mayweather because he been doing it longer than them, and he had more successful runs. And like I said, my mama said this. He said the worst thing for boxing was it went to pay-per-view. Who idea was that? And that was just greed. And now, it's even more greed. Instead of fighters taking less money and boxing resetting the pay scale, because it's a power struggle between the promoters. If I don't pay you this, you're going to run over there. So I'm going to keep paying and maintain you the pay-per-view. And greed. We went from 50 to $100 to almost $100 now. Errol Spence pay-per-view versus Ugas, it was cheaper tickets than the pay-per-view. That was a $35 tickets, $40 tickets, $42, $45 tickets, $50 tickets. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Like, you asking $80 to watch it, but then the in-house experience is less than half of that. So at some point, they gotta tell these fighters, hey man, we ain't paying that shit no more. And that's what they tell them, we ain't paying you no more, go earn it on pay-per-view. And that fighters ain't even, other than Rolly and a few other fighters, they ain't really doing nothing to sell the pay-per-view. And they do need somebody to put the money up, but I don't think PBC want to make that fight. Because out of all the people in the world, in Africa, in the Middle East, in Japan, China, they don't have no site fees for this fight. None of the NFL owners, got close relationship with Jerry Jones. Like Kobe said, he said Al Heyman owns stock in Pepsi. Don't he own a stock in one of the big radio channels? There's only 2 of them companies. Clear Channel, whatever it was, there's only 2 of them. So don't he own some type of stock in one of them? He can't put the money up. He can't go to BET, or he can't go. So in my opinion, I have no inside information right now, but I don't think he's trying too hard. I don't think they want to make the fight, and that's what I heard for years. Ever since I made that video, you can look it up. That's why they got mad at me on the Letter Crew. Ever since I made that video, I said that Terence Crawford, the real boogeyman. All you gotta do is put my channel name in, Goodfella TV, and put Terence Crawford, the real boogeyman, and it'll come up. And when I got the right information, one thing about it, I'm fair. I might not like Errol Spence, but when he do a good job or he in the right, I don't mind, saying he in the right. But Bob being right. And I don't think Al Heyman looking to make that fight. I tell you right now, I don't think Al Heyman looking to make that fight. I heard that he's 80-20 taking the lever from Terence Crawford. And Bob being right. They financially can't do it because of piracy. And what they saying, niggas gonna steal it before they pay for it. Straight up and down. Canelo numbers ain't doing as good as they once did. They telling niggas gonna steal it. And at the end of the day, if you got a piracy and a television issue, well, guess what? Put it where everybody can see it at. If I can get it on my computer and my Fire Stick, and the movie industry got an issue with that too. The music industry had a big issue with that way before streaming. LimeWire, Care Bear, Napster. They had a big issue way before that. But he said if they don't financially think they gonna do it, but they take losses. I'm pretty sure they take some type of losses with Canelo. I'm sorry. They say he did 800. I heard he didn't do nowhere near 800. And if the market's 500 for a flip, you know, y'all done basically doubled the price, so it got to be around 500-600. They can do that, but then again, at the end of the day, fuck it. As soon as football starts, I don't care. I don't have to pay to see NBA. I don't have to pay to see the regular NBA games. I don't have to pay to see the NFL, the games that I want to see in the Premier game. So why should I pay to see rinky-dink ass boxers who keep disrespecting their fans? And then, even if it's good or bad, the niggas say about you on YouTube, like, where else can you see you get talked about? Nowhere. And then when ESPN and FS1 do invite y'all boring as hell. That's one thing I can say about Blair, Cobb, and Rowley. They talk shit. Tyson Fury talk shit. At least Deontay Wilder try to talk shit. You know, and like I said, we was talking about last night. How can you increase popularity? Brand deals. Nigga, somebody got 2 Grand Nationals right there. Buick Grand Nationals sitting there. Identical. You know? You brand deals, when you see them in TV shows and Gatorade, Powerade commercials, shit, goddamn it, Pepsi commercial, TV shows, reality show, none of these dudes, like I said before, boxing doing it to itself. And you know what? I don't care if they ever fight, honestly. I've been said that. Y'all like hearing about it, so I'm gonna keep giving y'all updates. I really don't. Fuck them. Because even when these big time fights fight, it doesn't even live up to expectations. But this one, it will. Or at least come close. But forget it, bro. I'm going to keep stealing that shit. Especially if they don't make this fight. No, they talking about next year, whatever, man. Forget it. They lucky I'm talking about they rinky-dink fights. One thing I said about Crawford and Spence, they exciting, though. It's worth the bill. I done went to the movies for a couple of Errol Spence fights. Paid $20, $25. But I just don't see justification in fighting $80, and you ain't never fought Keith Thurman in the past, and you should have been fought Terence Crawford. That's like going to the buffet and all the food code. And this ain't the best Errol Spence and Terence Crawford that we done seen. I'm sorry. Crawford about to be, 34, 35 years old. This ain't. No matter who telling you that bald face lie, it ain't. This nigga went through a window, messed his eye up. Nigga got hurt several times versus Ugas. We ain't never seen that nigga hurt that much. But who gonna put the money up? I don't think Al Heyman looking, because if the money was the issue, he been knew the projections for this fight. And if money was the issue, they put up money for Tyson Fury, Dillian White. They putting money up for the English muffins, but they ain't putting money up for the brothers. ESPN is the one network that stepped in, made sure T.O. money was right versus Vasily Lomachenko. You know, CBS did step up and do right by Wilder, but that was a collective effort with PBC and Viacom stepping up. That was a collective effort. They made sure Wilder got his $20 million versus Brazil versus Ortiz too. But with Terence Crawford, they ain't gonna make sure Terence Crawford get no money, bro, because he ain't one of them. And when they cut up Bob Arum, and they start crying about the money and the money wasn't there, that's all you need to know. How you gonna cut out somebody who could take the loss or help to get the gains? That don't make no sense. How you cut out somebody that can help split the cost with you? For what? Because you never was trying to make the fight. All them niggas know it over there. Anybody that work over there that know what it is in their office, all of them know that's the truth. All of them know that's the truth. They are not trying to make that fight. And all Terence Crawford do is wasting his time. And to be honest, it's a take it or leave it option. What else would Terence Crawford got? If we ain't made it since December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, we almost do July, 8 months. If we ain't made shit shaking and any improvement in 8 months, what we wasting our time for? Just move on. And maybe that's what about Keith Thurman ranking #1 in the WBC is about. Maybe that's what that's about. You know, maybe that's what that's about. But, you know, it is what it is, man. I mean, you get tired of the bull jive, bro. You really do. You get tired of the bull jive. You get tired of it, bro. You get tired of it. You know, but Bob Arum knows something, and we ain't heard nothing shaking. Not the birds in the trees, Between me and you, we got a deal on the keys. 6 month plug got the deal on the bike. That's what I was about to get. G's. I was just listening to that shit. But I mean, it is what it is. Bob Arum knows something, bro. He knows something. So I don't mean shit. Maybe they should go start a GoFundMe, but they always asking us to dig in our pocket for subpar product. Nowhere else in America that fly unless something is scarce. Nowhere else nothing in that fly in America unless something is unavailable and you gotta take a shitty product. That's only how. Only how, bud. Shit, it is what it is, man. You know, we can talk about this shit till we blue in our face. Bob Arum knows something, and you know, obviously PBC came out and said we don't want to insult them. We ain't got no money, and it's reflection. It's a reflection of they fight persons. It's a reflection of they lack of fight days. Keith Thurman wanted to come back in the summer, couldn't do it. You know. And it ain't fortunate niggas on YouTube even talking about this shit. This shit ain't even like I guess if you don't know what you're talking about. Hey, boxing, I say this about this niche on YouTube. In boxing, you can get away with by not knowing what you're doing, that you're talking about. All the dudes that know what they talking about, their channels do not do well. And one of the reasons my channel got so far, it wasn't no boxing. I should have when I took off and started talking, making real money on hip hop and rap, I should have just stuck with that. Because the majority of my subs don't come from the boxing. Everybody's the same 10, 12,000 subs on boxing. And half of them is creating dual profiles. You know? But you can get away with it. Like, bro, I can talk a number of different things. If I just really took the time and edited and stuff, I wouldn't even talk about this shit. But I got a deep love for it. I grew up watching it. When you start dropping some education, people don't care to hear about the education that you drop about the sport. It don't do well. Not till you start hollering and speaking ignorance. That's what these niggas like. But that's what they like in the other world too. Ignorance and reality and bull job and BS is all profitable. It's all profitable. It's all profitable. You know, it's all profitable, but shit, it is what it is, man. But Bob knows something. We know something because the real people who know, I knew it from the day when I made that video about Terence Crawford, the real boogeyman. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. No, but it is what it is, man. Be what it is. You know, talk about blue his face, but shit, maybe they should do fundraisers and shit. I'm telling you, it ain't about nobody wanting to put the money up, this, that, and the third. It ain't even about that, bro. What it's really about, they don't want to make the fight. That's what it's really about. It ain't about no money, no cash, none of that. You know, they don't want to make the fight. They don't want to make the fight, man. And that's the bottom line, because Goodfella said so. And that's the real, bro. So, you know, it is what it is, man. And, you know, but that's what it is, man. Because if you don't have the money, you know these projections. Everybody know how these projections, they know how in the business, they know how these projections work. If you knew that you didn't have the money for the fight, right? And Crawford didn't do his homework on them niggas going broke and getting sued. You know, if you knew they didn't have the money, you know, then why'd you cut out Bob Arum? $1 million question. Why you cut out Bob Arum? So, it is what it is, man. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Get all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop a video. Financial want to support the channel. Cash App, $sign CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify. Listen to all the podcasts on those platforms. Should be up about now when you see this video. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. One time for the one time, Goodfella TV. Check out the welterweight and boxing news playlist. Appreciate the love and support. Plan on going live today. But, you know, appreciate y'all, man. Thumbs up the video. Share the video. Peace.